Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Michaela Peters. I haven't done a Finnish video in a while. As I said, I think they only like to promote my Finnish videos while I'm in Finland, which I'm not right now. And I'm gonna talk briefly today about Finnish coffee culture from what I've experienced. Now, somebody also asked about sauna. I do have another video already on sauna, not necessarily Finnish sauna culture, but why I love sauna, so you can check that one out. And if I remember, I will link that below. So, coffee culture? Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of memes about it, but it's true. People are drinking coffee way more excessively than a lot of other places. Now, I don't know how I feel about that because I'm not really into the whole, as I had one roommate in Kyrgyzstan put it, battery acid taste of coffee. That was because they used to have the dissolvable coffee. They didn't really have normal coffee, and it was pretty disgusting, not gonna lie about that. It is still notoriously what a lot of Russian people drink, and that's probably one part of cultural adaptation I will never be able to fully assimilate to. But yeah, coffee is a really big part of life in Finland, and I've heard all the stories about, oh, you're working at a Finnish company and you go to get coffee and then you're getting coffee for like an hour and a half because somebody started talking to you in the break room while you were getting coffee. Yes, that can happen. I was a little bit antisocial at my job, not gonna lie. My job also did this weird thing where me and the one Spanish guy I was working with were sitting on the top floor, which I liked. I had a nice view outside the window of the trees. I really liked I've had a lot of office jobs where I've had a great view. Honestly, it's probably why I'm so obsessed with my home office view. I need to look at some trees. It's really the vibe I'm going for. But yeah, it was just, I did not necessarily love the way the coffee was brewed. I still drank it, but I maybe like to have weaker coffee because I don't like the acidic taste. But I noticed that Finnish people tend to have much more acidic coffee. Not every single Finnish person, but yeah, I'm going to say more often than not. And yeah, the other thing I found kind of interesting was all of the, I'm going to say around the coffee machine kind of adjacent activities. So I learned that if you have a child, you're supposed to bring in the pula or whatever. I'm sure I said it wrong. Those little donut things, like the ones with cardamom on them. Yeah, cardamom's on everything. It's very interesting, very different than the US. So that's one thing. And then also I think because this one guy was having a baby, they also drank champagne in the coffee room at 9 a.m. And then I walked down there and I was like, what the heck am I walking into? And that's really weird to me because you would never drink alcohol at a work office in the US. So there's certain things that I'm just like, wow, this is so European. So yeah, it's very different. But yeah, did I become more of an avid coffee drinker once I moved to Finland? No, I try to stay to 1 or 2 cups a day. Right now I've been trying to be caffeine free. Keyword trying, it's not very successful. So I do drink less caffeine now than I used to, and I do prefer weaker coffee than what I would be being served at a Finnish office. So I guess those are all my opinions. I don't have too much more of a detailed explanation other than yes, it is true that Finnish people drink a lot of coffee. I'm gonna add at the end of that, I am kind of a coffee snob, and some places I think in Finland have decent coffee, if you're going out and having coffee, but the best coffee I've ever had was in Australia, which is super weird. There are ironically a lot of Finnish people in Australia somehow, but I went to a 7-Eleven. I guess 7-Elevens don't exist in Finland. I can't even think. It's like an art kiosk-y kind of thing. I mean, they have them everywhere else in the world. They have them in Thailand somehow. The US, they're all over the place. And they're I'm not sure if this is true throughout the world. It probably is also in Australia, but for some reason it's Indian people always franchise them. Australia has a lot of people from India too, so that's probably also the case. But yeah, it was just a coffee machine at a 7-Eleven, and I'm like, how is this coffee so good? It was it did not matter where you got coffee from in Australia, it was so good, it was smooth. The only place that I like that's like that in New Jersey, we have this place called Rook. Rook is really good, and I will always get Rook coffee if I have the opportunity. But yeah, so I'm kind of picky about my coffee, so maybe you shouldn't listen to me. But yeah, so that's everything, just to try to, keep the momentum going with the Finnish side of this channel. And again, if you are interested, because I'm trying to grow the Finnish side of my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, thank you everybody, and until next time, whenever that will be. Bye.